Good morning. Okay. How are you all? Let's start the session. Any important news you remember from the week? Last week? Any important news? Did you read the newspaper? No? Why? Because of weather? Rains? Oh, exams. Okay. You? Alternative days. Okay. You? Not reading. Why? Oh, okay. Try to at least look at the important 4 or 5 news, right, every day, important ones. Because when you read the newspaper every day and then you attend this class, so it will be a revision, right? So it will be, news will be in your mind, because last time we covered what? World Heritage Site. So number 1 country, tell me the number 1 country which has most heritage sites in the list. I told you, right? First country on the number 1 position. What is that country? Italy, right? Remember, when you will be given the option Italy, so you will obviously think about it, because your mind knows, right? The information is there stored, but you cannot recall it. But your mind will stress on Italy, right? So it is important you go through news every day, at least give it a once read it, okay? One time read is very, very important. Nipun Bharat mission schemes. Very, very important, right? What all things we have to keep remember about the schemes? What all important things should we remember? Schemes, mission. What all important things we should remember? What? Ministry, right? Time period also, and age group and targeted beneficiaries, or any unique thing is there or not, right? Unique point. So this scheme is very, very important because it is related to national education policy also, right? It is complying with national education policy, focusing on early childhood education, right? Early childhood education. So Nipun Bharat Mission syllabus education, GS paper 2. Educated mothers. Now see, it is highlighting, Nipun Bharat scheme mission is highlighting on educated mothers. Why? Because parents are the first teachers of any child, right? Home is the first institution, school, and the parents are the first teacher. The environment is the first teacher, right or no? Yes? So educated mothers, how we can utilize the education of mothers in improving the education of the child, in improving the learning of the child, right? This is also very important. So it is, if we consider the society section of UPSC, in that way this topic is important, right? That way also society, because educated mothers, mother and child are the part of society. So in society also it will be important, right? This topic. So educated mothers of young children can be a valuable asset. So what are assets and liability? Why they are calling mothers of young children valuable assets? Assets are what? Whenever these words come, you should also try to use these words. Assets, liability. What is asset? What is a liability? Find the difference, okay? So asset is what? Think about it. Asset. It's a valuable thing. Liability is what? It is a So find the difference. Okay, this is your homework. I will not tell you about these simple things. It is very important. Start using this word, these words in your daily conversation or whenever you are writing answer. Okay, so it is a valuable asset, means it has some value. If mother, we are taking into consideration the education of mother, it has some value and impact on the children and society. Okay, for the Nipun initiative, how we will make use of the education? Contributing. See, first 2 lines only tell everything about this mission. Okay, contributing to the goal of improving foundational literacy and numeracy. right? Foundational literacy and numeracy means the basic education, the starting of the education, okay? Foundational literacy and numeracy. This involvement can enhance early childhood education. Why are we stressing on educated mothers? Because it will help in catalyzing their education, right? Improving, working as a catalyst. They will be working as catalyst in improving their learning outcome. Very, very important point. In mains answer writing society, you can include this point. Education, very, very important, right? Nipun Bharat mission. Now, this is the context of the news, why this mission was in news, okay? Nipun Bharat mission, what is it? The mission has seen energetic implementation in many states with a new framework for the foundational stage of education, developed, released well before frameworks for other stages. Now, Nipun, full form is what? Full form is very, very important because simple questions like this also comes. What is the full form of Nipun? What is the full form of Parak? Okay, because these are government initiatives. Okay, what's your name? Huh? Okay, so full form. What is the full form? Read. In reading with understanding and numeracy. Foundational literacy. Understanding, reading. Literacy is what? Reading and writing, right? So, reading, understanding in reading and numeracy. So, this is important. Launched in 2021. Very, very important. It is a recent initiative. Early education. There is a framework for early education in which it includes teacher training oriented towards new goals, and then teacher learning material for use is also there. Okay. Importance of in-school effort. These are the things in Nipun mission. In addition to these in-school effort, there are set of interlinked social and demographic trends which could provide a boost. So, why educated mothers are being used? Because they want to boost these efforts. If children are studying in school, same can be done at the home. So, they will be giving some task, right, which will be enhancing the learning, right. So, mothers have to guide them, okay, and if only they are educated, then they can guide, right. So, this is how they will be creating this system, okay, and making the learning beneficial. Okay, focus. Focus on parents, very, very important, specifically the mothers of young children between 4 and 8. Okay, children are ages between 4 and 8. Remember this number, it is very, very important because it is only targeting children aged 4 and 8. These simple things come. If you look at the previous year questions, these things have come, okay. Simple statements about some specific scheme like Atal Yojana, right. Okay. Essential to see how their contribution can help in children's learning. So, now we will see that how they will be asset towards the Nipun mission. Now, the performances, okay, the states, different states performance, what is the ratio, okay, what is the percentage. Overall improvement according to annual status of education, very, very important report, okay. This report is very important. It is conducted and it highlights the important points in the education system of India. How many schools are there, right? How many teachers are there? Trained teachers. Okay, what is the condition of the school? Okay, the material that we provide. How many students are not attending the classes? Rural India, urban India, what is the ratio? Everything is given in this report. It is very, very important. And between 10 to 22. So, this is the time period of this report. The number of mothers who have studied beyond grade 5 increased. So, we have to do what? We have to keep in consideration the ratio, the trend, okay, whether the educated mothers beyond grade 5 is increasing or decreasing. So, this trend we can use, okay. So, it is increasing. It increased from 35 to 60%. So, mothers who got education beyond grade 5 increase, okay, remember this point. Second, young rural mothers, what is the ratio? Less than 10% were getting the education, okay, and then completed more than 10 years of schooling. In 2022 it was double, 20%, rural India. Okay, northern states, Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Punjab, Haryana, 30 to 40% mothers of children have received beyond grade 10. So grade 5, grade 10. What is the other states' performance? Tamil Nadu, the percentage is 43% and beyond grade 10. So mothers who have received, who have got the education beyond grade 10 is 43%. Himachal Pradesh 54%, very good, right? And then Kerala tops 72%. So very, very important. Okay, this ratio. You can give the example of the name of the states, right? Beyond grade 10, we know that Tamil Nadu, Himachal and Kerala are top performing states, in which Kerala tops 72%, which is a very good percentage, right? Natural farming. So this question has not come till now, UPSC, but any time a question can come based on the difference between farming and organic farming, right? This is a very simple thing, okay? Do you know the difference between natural farming and organic farming? Okay, natural and organic. So natural is no outside, simple definition is no outside or external material is used. No external material is used, and organic we use. Okay, different methods are there. Organic is different concept. Okay, so this is the basic difference, and I have given the differences also. We will look at that. So why it is in news? Budget proposal for 2024-25, Union Finance Minister announced that in the next 2 years, 1 crore farmers from across the country initiated into natural farming. Certification and branding, very, very important. It will be done in a formal manner. Certification will be provided, branding will be provided, which is very important to give the boost, to encourage farmers, right? And then formalization of agriculture, right? 1 crore farmer, what is the target? 1 crore. So these things are important, okay? Natural farming in India, what is the condition? So government is promoting organic farming also and natural farming also. Organic farming in northeastern states, right? There is proper schemes are there. Paramparagat Vikas Yojana, Krishi Vikas Yojana, right? Focusing on these type of farming. So chemical free. Natural farming is chemical free, traditional farming method. Also no external material is used, okay? In situ, we can say that based on the land, whatever we find on the land, that will be used, and it is viewed as an agroecology based diversified farming system, sustainable, okay? It is sustainable in nature, integrates what? Crops, trees and livestock. So all the components of ecology, environment, they will integrate that system, okay? Promoting functional biodiversity. Agroecology what? Agroecology is what? Ecological aspects, agriculture, right? Agriculture and ecology. First popularized by, this is important, Masanobu Fukuoka. In India, Subhash Palekar. For agriculture thing, it is important, right? You can remember the names. Whenever in mains there is a question on natural farming, organic farming, you can give the names, right? So natural farming, India, who is the leader? Subhash Palekar. First, it was practiced in Karnataka. So basic information we can use. Focus, restoring soil health, maintaining biodiversity, right? Because it is focused on biodiversity, ecology, so we are maintaining that, okay? Ensuring animal welfare, livestock, trees, everything we are using in sustainable manner, okay? Sustainable is a healthy manner, okay? Efficiently using natural and local resources. See, this is one of the components of natural farming. Local and natural, everything local and everything natural, no external, okay? No exquisite or exotic. Promoting ecological fairness. Very, very important. This has not come yet in the UPSC. 4 pillars of natural farming. What are the 4 pillars? Very important thing. It can come. Jeevamrit. Next is Bijamrit. Then Acha Dana, and then Vapasa. Moisture, mulching, Bijamrit, Jeevamrit. Okay. Major states who are practicing natural farming: Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Himachal, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan. National Mission on Natural Farming. Is this clear picture? Okay. National Mission on Natural Farming. Government encouraging farmers to transition to chemical free farming method, and target is what? 1 crore farmers, right? Now seeks to attract, now budget 2024-25, 1 crore is the target, okay, remember this thing. Seeks to attract farmers to natural farming by highlighting their benefit to instill a shift in farmers' mindset from relying on chemical based input, because fertilizers, carbon impact is there or not? What is that? Methane. Do we release methane also when we use these kind of things, chemicals? Methane? Huh? Organic farming and natural farming. What are the differences? So, organic fertilizers and manures like compost, vermicompost, cow dung manure are used external, added to farmlands from external sources. No external sources in natural farming. Okay, local resources is still expensive. One of the disadvantage of organic farming, or why it is not practiced at large scale, is it is expensive, and the products, organic products, right, very expensive in India, yes or no? Okay, it is an extremely low cost farming because we are using the local resources, right? In organic farming, the manures, compost are to be incorporated into the soil from proper decomposition, more effort and cost, right? And it is on the soil surface, everything that we use, it is there, okay. Organic farming has a slight adverse effect on the environment, so it is also having an impact on climate, on weather, on environment, right? Negative impact is there, no negative impact, okay. These differences can come any time, because this is very, very important. Whatever, every time I tell you that whatever the government is focusing on, we should also focus, okay. Whatever section, vulnerable section, women, children, right, major missions, national initiative which are executed all over the India are very, very important, okay. Asian Disaster Preparedness Center. Disaster. We are seeing disasters, right? Every now and then, China, see Philippines, see India, Nepal, right? So, disasters are very important, right? Recently, India has taken over, very, very important, chair of ADPC, Asian Disaster Preparedness Center for 2024-25. So, we have the chair. Now, what is it? Okay, 1986 it was established. Mission works on cooperation and implementation of disaster risk reduction. One of the objectives is disaster risk reduction, and then building climate resilient. How can we be strong? And targeting Asia and Pacific. Okay, so remember these points. Okay, safer communities, sustainable development is the vision. Founding members are India, Bangladesh, Cambodia, China, Nepal. So, founding member India is there, and many neighboring countries are there, okay. Philippines, Sri Lanka and Thailand. Governing bodies, advisory bodies are there: Board of Trustee, Executive Committee, Advisory Council, International Charter. The charter was signed by 9 founding member countries and became effective in 2018. Establishment in which year? 19? Which year? Tell me. 81, 86, 85. What is written? Did you not make the note? 86, right? 1986. Then autonomous operation. 2022 operates as an autonomous international organization. Remember this point, because this feature is ours. Autonomous, governed by Board of Trustees. Headquartered in Bangkok, Thailand. Thailand is a founding member, right? Yes or no? This is very important. Simple question can come that what is Tel Amer? It was recently in news. What is it? Okay. So simple question can come like this. Art and culture section, it is important. World Heritage Committee. So who has the chair? Where is this 46th session of World Heritage Committee happening? India, right? So many things are there, right? Every day new developments are coming. Every week whenever we are coming for the current affairs class, we see that World Heritage Committee is in news. Yes or no? Last time, why was it in news? Maurya, Ahom dynasty. Moedam. Okay, you are saying Moedam. I heard Maurya. Moedam has been included. Now, what is the number of India's heritage sites? Total World Heritage Sites, how many? How many sites are there? Hello. Najla, Shireen, how are you? Adira, hi, good morning. Hi, Mizzy. Yes, total number of World Heritage Sites in India. Where are other students? Tell everyone to join the session. Yes. 43. Right? Hoysala. With the inclusion of Hoysala temples, it was 42. But now we have entered the 43 list. So we have total number of sites are 43 now with the inclusion of Moedam, okay, which is a Ahom dynasty graveyard. And India is also a part of Super 40 group. So find the countries, name of the countries who are in the Super 40 group, because it is related to UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this question can also come that Super 40 is related to which of the organization, okay. So Super 40 groups, only few countries are there, 5 or 6. Find the number of the countries, name of the countries, okay. India is also there. Now about this site, so World Heritage Committee has decided to include the Palestinian site of Tel Amer in both the UNESCO. See, two lists are there. First is UNESCO World Heritage List and second is Lost of World Heritage, okay, which has already been lost, okay, Lost of World Heritage in danger. 46th in New Delhi, okay, also known as, so second name is what? Monastery of Saint Hilarion. So he was this was a person, he was a saint, Hilarion, okay. At the age of 15 he became a saint, okay, monkhood, life of monks. So monastery, it is his monastery, is an ancient Christian monastery founded in the 4th century by Hilarion, who became a saint at the age of 15. Location, coastal dunes of Nusairat municipality, Gaza city. So one more question can come that Tel Amer is in which country, right, or which area. So remember that thing. Established by Hilarion, who became a monk at age 15, attracted followers because miracles, okay, reputed miracles were there. UNICEF listing. The site is recognized by UNICEF as the first monastic community in the Holy Land, Palestine, okay. And then significant center of religious, cultural and economic activity. It was a center of, when culture is associated, people are there, people will be coming. So economy is integrated, right, with the cultural aspect, religious. So it is an important center of religious, cultural and economic activity. That is why it holds a importance. That is why it has been listed in the World Heritage Site and Lost of Heritage in danger, okay. Abandonment and rediscovery. Monastery likely fell into disuse after a 7th century earthquake, rediscovered by local archaeologists. What is UNESCO? We know, right? Education, scientific, cultural organization. 1945, specialized agency of United Nations based in Paris. Objective, peace and security by promoting international collaboration through cultural reforms, educational reforms and scientific reforms. Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. So these are in news. PKVY and MOVCDNER, Northeastern region, focusing on Northeastern region. Okay, what are these? Context. Minister of State for Chemical Fertilizer released a report on Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Paramparagat means traditional. From parampara means tradition. Okay. Okay, it is there. Parampara means tradition. Okay. Paramparagat, traditional. Traditional agriculture, farming. Okay. Vikas Yojana and Mission Organic Value Chain Development. So, what is the word focusing on? This mission is focusing on what? Yes, organic farming. Okay, organic value chain development. So, organic farming, creating a value chain, right, and then development. So, it will be grown, then what will happen to the product, how will it get the access to the market, right? Everything related to organic farming, from growers, organic farmers, growers, connect them to the consumers, right? So, this is the value chain development, growers, connecting growers to consumers, right? All the processes. So, we have to develop under this mission, okay, for the northeast region. Why? Why we are focusing only on northeast region? This mission is specially targeting the northeast area, specifically targeting the northeast area. Hi Aishwarya, Nihala, hi. Mishba, good morning. Call everyone to join. Yes. Share the link, come on, students. Yes, what was the question? Why this is focusing on northeastern region, organic farming? One reason, tell me one reason. So, it can be applied in Uttar Pradesh also, Punjab also, right? Why northeast region? Always ask why. Whenever you read anything, you should be asking why. Find this thing, proper answer, find the proper answer, but I will also tell you that, see, first thing, northeast region has the potential, right? When I see that you run fast, then only I will tell you what? That you should prepare for, right, running, or you should do more running, right? So, this is the reason, potential is there. When we see the potential, but we are not able to utilize the potential, then there is a need, right? So, northeast region has many potentials, right? So, organic farming also is one of the potential that northeast has. Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, part of soil health management. This Krishi Yojana, launched in 2015, part of soil health management under centrally sponsored scheme. So, it is a centrally sponsored scheme, which means what? Means what? Yes. And contribution of state government also, right? Yes or no? Yes, both are the parties, both will be sponsoring the scheme. And then National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture. So, traditional, it is sustainable, organic, sustainable, right? Objective, the scheme aims to promote organic farming to improve soil health and produce chemical free agricultural products. Now, certification scheme is there, branding is also there, right? Certification scheme is there, promotes participation, participatory guarantee system. So, 2024-25 budget, 1 crore farmer, natural farming, branding is there, certification is there. In this also, certification is there, branding is there. Okay, for India, focusing on mutual trust and relevance. Funding pattern, because centrally sponsored, so central and state government contribute. In other states, 60-40 ratio, northeast, Himalayan state 90-10 and union territories 100%. Okay. Target, aim to form 10,000 clusters of 20 hectares and convert 2 lakh hectares to organic farming. Benefit, support and promote organic farming, lead to soil health, improved soil health, chemical free products. Okay. Now this mission, organic value chain development. What is this? Central sector scheme. Okay. So, the earlier scheme, Paramparagat, centrally sponsored. This is central sector. There is a difference, okay? Okay, a sub-mission under National National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, launched by Ministry of Agriculture, Farmers Welfare, implementation, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland and Sikkim and Tripura. So, all the northeast region, right? And the 12th plan period. Objective is what? Certified organic production. Certification is there. Remember this point, certified. This will be asked whether it is certified or not, branded or not, okay. Certification is important. Value chain model to link growers with consumers. When certification is there, branding is there. So, we are doing what? Linking the growers to consumer, which is very important for the benefit of farmers and also the consumers, right? Yes or no? Middlemen will not be there. Huh? So, prices will be fair. Fair prices will be there when no middleman is there, no hoarding of products is there, many things are associated, right. So, to support the development of entire value chain starting from input, seed, certification, creation of facility for collection, these are the processes in the value chain development, okay. Aggregation, processing, marketing, brand building initiative. So, remember this point, branding and certification is very, very important. India against ILO's report, International Labour Organization. So, whenever any country, any organization or any report is coming which is based on the global level, what happens? There is some discrepancy found, right. So, many of the reports, hunger report is there, labour report is there. So, India is doing what? India is not accepting that report because it does not match the criteria of Indian standard and the criteria that they are using to report on labour issue or to report on hunger issue, okay. So, criteria is very different. So, discrepancies are there, differences are there. So, India is not accepting, it is rejecting the International Labour Organization's report because of these things, differences, okay. India is likely to raise a complaint also against the United Nations agency. So, very important thing, ILO is what? Agency of the United Nations. There are 15 or 16 specialized agencies. So, there are many specialized agencies of United Nations in which World Tourism Organization is also there, International Labour Organization is there, World Health Organization. Is it a specialized agency? Avishma, is it a specialized agency, World Health Organization? Health Organization? Is it a specialized agency? Yes, so many agencies are there, okay. So, whatever agency is in news, remember that whether it is an organ of the United Nations or specialized agency of the United Nations, okay. So, this has released its India Employment Report. What is the status of employment 2024, released in March this year. Now, ILO. So, ILO is the agency for World of Work. Mandate is what? Advance social and economic justice. Its objective is what? Advancing the social and economic justice. Remember this point. Through setting international labour standard. So, they set the standard also. Headquartered Switzerland. Parent organization is Economic and Social Council of the United Nations, right. And then members. ILO has 187 members, 186 out of 193 United States member. India is the founding member. Now, India Employment Report. What does the report say? Third installment of a regular publication by the Institute for Human Development. So, this is the institute which has prepared the report focusing on employment and labour issue, and then partnership. ILO has partnership in this report, okay. Focus. Report delves in the critical issue of youth employment. What is the status of youth? India has a vast majority of youth, right. Demographic dividend is also very good. Analyzing its challenges. What are the challenges of youth employment, right. Economic, labour market, educational, skill landscape. What is the condition in India of skilling of youth, right. Whether there is employment for youth or not, right. Education. What is education? method. What is the labor market? Issue. Now the issues. India, what is the criticism? So first is Union Labour Ministry of India said that the model or the criteria that ILO has used to give the report of the employment of youth is not the same, right? It is used to assess the employment scenario in India was not suitable and not matching the criteria that India has. India has its own assessment system in which it categorizes what, or it looks at the employment of youth. So that method is not matching. Okay. Second issue is youth unemployment statistics. Report prepared by ILO and this institute said that India's youth account for 83% of unemployed workforce. So unemployed, 83% of youth in India are unemployed. Very, very important data, right? Share of youngsters with secondary or higher education in total unemployed youth has almost doubled, right? And then 35 to 65.7% in 2022. Data discrepancy has been found. Okay, the government said data used by ILO are different than the data used in the country. So this is why it is criticizing and it is also now complaining, going to complain about the report. Defamation. This was in news. What is defamation? Different kinds of defamation are there. So simple question can come that these two words, are these the different kind of defamation, right? Or the definition they can ask. Delhi court has upheld a month-long prison sentence awarded to social activist Medha Patkar by another court in criminal defamation case. So there is a civil defamation case also and civil defamation also is there and this criminal defamation is also there. What is the difference, right? What is the penalty or the punishment? Okay. So defamation is what? Definition, simple definition is there. Any false statement published or spoken deliberately, intentionally, knowingly with the intention to damage someone's reputation. Okay. So intentionally it is done. Categorization. Two types are there, libel and slander. Libel is what? Made in writing. Remember this point. So it is untrue. It is a false statement made in writing. Slander is spoken, okay, orally. Defamatory, which is untrue, obviously basic character is what? It is untrue. It is false statement. Damaging someone's reputation. It is done to damage the reputation. According to Indian law, libel and slander both are considered to be criminal offences and then such statements are to be made in public to constitute defamation. Anyone, if he is saying anything, so that will be criminal, or writing anything against you, that will be criminal. Defamation case can be filed. So it is an offence under civil and criminal both. Okay. Civil defamation is what? In civil defamation, what happens? False statement must be made. See the condition, very, very important. Must be made without consent and cause damage to reputation. So damage should be there. If there is no damage, it will not be a civil defamation. Okay. Statement must be defamatory, target a specific person or class and be published in oral or written. So published is important. Published, it should be published in oral or written. Form to a third party. Defenses include truth, fair comment, privilege statement. Civil defamation allows for monetary compensation. What about the criminal defamation? So section 499 of the Indian Penal Code defines defamation and its exception. So this is section 499. Exceptions are also there. Whoever by words either spoken or intended to be read or by signs or by visible representation, right, visible, makes or publishes. So publishing is important, remember this point, okay. Any imputation concerning any person intended to harm or knowing or having reason to believe that such imputation will harm. So he is intentionally doing, damaging, okay, the reputation of the person. So defame that person. It will be criminal. Punishment for defamation is simple imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 2 years. Okay, not that important. Exceptions are provided under section 499, including what? Truth made for public good. Very, very important regarding defamation, that exceptions can be asked. If it is a truth and for the public good, intention is good, then exceptions are there. Okay, it will be taken as an exception. Opinions about public servant. So that is not defamation. We are not maligning the image of a civil servant, but we are doing it for a good cause, right? We are informing, right to inform. Okay, and then statements made in public interest. So these are the exceptions. Remember this point, this is important. Constitutionality, faced controversy. This defamation law in India have faced controversy regarding their compatibility with the right to free speech. So there is this controversy also. When someone is doing this defamation, okay, hi Najla, Nihala, okay, so when someone is doing this, so controversy is also there that they are exercising what? Right to free speech, Article 19 of the Constitution, right? And they are saying this in public interest. So many controversies are also there. Project Tiger. Why Project Tiger is in news? Can anybody tell me? Project Tiger was in news. Why? Yes, tell me. Because? What is this day? Yes. So 29 July is International Tiger Day. That is why it was in news, right? New Delhi based rights group reported on International Tiger Day that Project Tiger will displace at least 5.5 scheduled tribe and other forest dwellers. So Project Tiger is important, right? Why Project Tiger was launched? Why Project Tiger was launched? Yes, tell me. Be confident. Tell me. Yes. So danger, right? Their numbers were large, but they were facing what? Danger for life, right? So because of that, the numbers were reducing, right? So because of that, Project Tiger was introduced to conserve, to preserve them, right? To provide protection to tigers, because these are predators which are very, very important for a ecological balance, right? Everyone has their role in the environment, in the nature, right? Okay. International Tiger Day, 29 July, very, very important, and then dedicated to global efforts in protecting tiger habitat. So Project Tiger focuses on, okay, International Tiger Day focuses on protecting tiger habitat and raising awareness for their conservation. Same Project Tiger, same goal is there, protecting their habitat. That is why we are creating tiger reserves. This is the reason, right? Providing them habitat, right? Origin, established in 2010, International Tiger Day during the St. Petersburg's Tiger Summit. It was created to address the decline in tiger population. A century ago, 1 lakh tigers roam around the wild, but 4,000 tigers remaining. What is the purpose? Okay, so what are the threats? What are the dangers that they are facing? Poaching, killing, hunting, right? So poaching is there. Habitat loss is there, very, very important. Human-tiger conflict. Illegal wildlife trade, right? Educational programs using media campaign, conservation activities. Significance is what? Emphasizes the need of conservation to address threats such as habitat destruction and poaching. Project Tiger, centrally sponsored scheme of Ministry of Environment, very, very important, centrally sponsored. 1973 it was launched for in situ conservation, very, very important. What is in situ conservation? Hello everyone. Yes, in situ conservation. In situ, ex situ. In means inside. Internal, external, right? So internal, original. Okay, we can say that original place, conserving them at their original place, original habitat, providing them original home. Okay, in situ. We are not relocating them to some other place. Okay, it is in situ. Okay, ex situ means relocation. Okay, wild tigers in designated tiger reserve. NTCA, very very important body. You should know about this, the role of NTCA, what work, what function it does. Okay, find this answer. NTCA, what role it plays in tiger conservation. Okay, it has an overarching supervisory role performing functions as provided under Wildlife Act. So NTCA works according to the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and it is a body which overlooks the tiger conservation program. Very very important. Other functions are also there, you have to find that. Okay, expansion of tiger reserve. 1973 when it was launched, 9 tiger reserves were there. Now 55 reserves are there. Okay, which is the recent one added in the tiger list, reserve list? Yes, Nihala. Where are others? Virangana, hello ji, how are you? And if we look at the percentage of the land, 2.38% of total land area. Latest tiger reserve is Dholpur Karoli Tiger Reserve. Before that, you should always remember the recent one that is added to the list, in any list, tiger reserve, elephant reserve, okay, heritage list. Okay, national policy for rare disease. What is a rare disease? Rare disease are what?
Highly dangerous diseases also.
But there are many dangerous diseases. Rare. Rare means?
It do not occurs.
Occurrence is very very less. 1 or less in 1000 population, or 1 lakh or 2 lakhs. Right? So rare, because of the rare nature, occurs very rarely. Okay, so context is what? Only 4 out of the 12 center of excellence for rare disease. So we have 12 centers of excellence for rare disease. So only 4 out of them have utilized the funds allocated by Government of India under the national policy for rare disease. Okay, so there is this national policy for rare disease. So funds given under that, only 4 have utilized the fund. National policy for rare disease, what is this? So it was launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare 2021. Launched under NPRD. Objective is what? Manage rare disease with a focus on prevention. How can we manage? Prevention, detection and treatment. PDT, prevention, detection and treatment. Free treatment facilities are there, provides at designated center of excellence. Okay. Now categories are there. So these are categorized under group 1, group 2 and group 3 rare disease. First is one-time curative treatment, disorders amenable, diseases requiring long-term or lifelong treatment with lower cost and documented benefit. So this is under group 2. Group 3 is what? Diseases with available but challenging treatment due to high cost, lifelong therapy needs. So these 3 are the categories. Center of excellence are what? Special centers, right, which are specially designated for diagnosis, prevention, treatment of rare disease, receive a one-time grant of 5 crore, infrastructure is there, and then financial support for patients is given up to 50 lakh. Remember this, up to. It is not 50 lakh, it is up to 50 lakh. What is the difference, Krishna?
It will be dependent on the
Up to 50 lakh or 50 lakhs. Difference is what?
50 lakh means they will give 50 lakhs.
50 lakh is 50 lakh, not above.
Sooner it will be less than 50 lakh and up to 50 lakh. From 1 lakh to from thousands to 50 lakh, any amount can be.
So it can be either 50 lakh also or any number below 50 lakhs, right? 49 lakh also, 44 lakhs, so depending on the disease, right? So 50 lakh is the, up to 50 lakh is the limit. Is provided to patients for treatment and excluding those covered by Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi. So these patients, they should not be under Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi. Remember this point, okay? So Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi offers one-time financial assistance up to 20 lakh. So simple question that can come is what? What kind of a question can come? That rare disease covers financial expenses up to 50 lakh or 20 lakh. Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi covers financial expenses, health expenses up to 20 lakh or 10 lakh. So numbers, they can ask about numbers and confuse, right? Confuse us. For patients below the poverty line, group 1 rare disease. So very, very important information. First is 20 lakh, up to 20 lakh, group 1 rare disease, specifically for treatment at government hospital. So these are covered under Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi, right? Group 1 rare disease and up to 20 lakhs. Promotion of research and development for rare disease. So it promotes, encourages local drug development and aims to create an environment for indigenous drug manufacturing. Parak. This was in news. Okay, Parak. Performance. What is the full form? Very, very important thing. Performance assessment review and analysis of knowledge for holistic development, focusing on school studies, okay? School education. Include 9 to 11 performance for class 12 results. So our education system is changing, right? How? Krishna?
Lot of changes are.
What kind of changes?
Basically, someone said the class from 1 to 8, time is changed from 6 hours, from morning to evening, that is reduced to morning to afternoon.
Okay, and?
Then syllabus will be changed according to the skills and interest of the students.
NCRTs are changing.
No.
NCRTs have changed, right? Yes? You're not reading NCRTs? That is why I'm saying no. Confidently, huh? NCRT has changed. Okay? Go and read new NCRTs. And what are the other changes? Anyone? Tell me. Bagless days. It was in news. Bagless days will be there in schools, right? For how many days? In month? In 1 month? Sure? 1 year. Yeah. 10 bagless days in 1 year, right? It was in news. Parak. You know the full form, right? So it was launched as part of implementation of National Education Policy. So these initiatives, Nipun Bharat Mission, this one, all are aligning with what? National Education Policy. All are the steps that are being taken to implement National Education Policy. What is National Education Policy? The components. Yes? Go and read. Very important things are there, right? Syllabus, right? And focusing on the vocational training also, starting from the age, class, which class? Vocational training is starting from which class? Skill training, practical learning, these are all now incorporated into 6 to 12 standard learning, right? Go and read, okay? So, standard setting body to advise school boards regarding new assessment. So, 9 to 11 performance will now decide the class 12 result, which is very important, right? Promote collaboration between them, set up under NCRT. This Parak initiative has been set up under NCRT. Objective is what? Norms, standard guideline will be set for assessment and evaluation, and then disparities in score among students will be addressed, right? There are disparities in the scores we see, right? Enrolled with different state boards, some score very exceptional and some score very less, right? We have seen. So, there should not be this kind of disparity. Equivalence, equality, state board, remember this point, disparities in state board, it will address that issue also. Equivalence in academic standard among learners across recognized school boards in India. So, it is keeping in mind the all recognized school boards in India, okay. And then set up assessment guideline to address same thing, score disparities among state boards. 4 major areas of focus for Parak. 4 major areas are what? Same thing, equivalence of school board, equality, right? Holistic progress card for foundational, preparational, middle and secondary stages, large scale achievement survey, capacity development in competency based assessment. Recommendations now. Performance from classes 9, 10th, 11th in the final 12th report card. So, every year we have a report card, right? 9th also 10th. Now, 9th, 10th, 11th, final report card will be prepared in 12th. Okay. Weightage for different classes. So, there will be weightages also 15% for class 9, 20% 10, 25 11 and 40% for 12. Can this question come? Percentage, asking about the percentages of the classes. Can this come in the UPSC examination or other state board, state examination? On this statement, weightage question, can this come? Yes, 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 very important, right? Because specific number has been given, right? 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, national education policy, which is very, very important, right? So, how much percentage? 12th class, how much percentage? 11th class. Remember this point, 15, 20, 25 and then 40. Formative versus summative assessment weightages are also there, 70%, formative 30%, summative different. So, for 10th class it will be 50-50, 11th 40-60 and 12th 30-70. Credit allocation. Assessments be measured in terms of credits, 40 credits available for each, for classes 9th and 10th each, 9th for 40, 10th for 40 credits will be there and 44 for 11 and 12. So, each, okay, 9, how many credits are there? For 9th class, how many credits will be given? Credit, points. How many points will be given? 40. 10th, 40. 11th, 44. 12th, okay. So, each word, look at the each word, okay. How many credits? 40 for 9th and 10th and 44 for 11th and 12th, okay. Bohai Gulf, UNESCO, again in news, right. So, added China's migratory bird sanctuaries along the Yellow Sea Bohai Gulf to its World Heritage List. China is on which number, Krishna? World Heritage List, top countries. China is on which number? First or second or third? Number of sites in World Heritage List. First or second? Find this. Huh? Very, very important. First is which country? France. France. Okay. Bohai Gulf. because it was in news, so places in news questions come, right? So where is Bohai Gulf, around which area? So it is the innermost gulf of the Yellow Sea, located on the coast of northeastern North China, also known as Bohai Sea or Bohai for short, Gulf of Chile or Gulf of Pechili. Now area 78,000 square kilometer, busiest seaways in the world due to proximity to Beijing. So Yellow Sea, part of Yellow Sea, boundaries enclosed by Liaodong Peninsula to the northeast, and this is the location of Yellow Sea. Okay. Important bays. There are important bays also which are not important for us. River flow, Yellow River, China's second largest, longest river, flows into the Bohai Gulf. Okay. So, second largest, longest river of China is Yellow Sea, Yellow River, right? Yellow Sea. Yellow Sea is a marginal sea of the Western Pacific Ocean. And then location, mainland China to the west and north, Korean Peninsula to the east. So this is the location, connects Bohai Sea to the northwest. This was in news, very, very important. So this was the list that I was talking about in our last class. Review of significant trade. Rosewood. I told you, right? Rosewood, review of significant trade. So this was the body under CITES in which rosewood was placed. Why? So this body is important. India has successfully, this is also very, very important, India has successfully blocked the inclusion of agarwood in the review of significant trade. Any tree or any species, if it is under review of significant trade, what will happen? Review of significant trade. Understand the nature of this body. Review of significant trade. So trade is happening. Okay. Trade is there, but it is being reviewed. Reviewed. So monitored. Okay. Monitoring is there. So this body is very important in conservation and protection of the species of the trees that are being traded. So there should be a limited trade. If agarwood is under this body, trade will be limited. Okay, it will not be conducted on a big scale because the species is threatened. Okay, so there should be a minimum trade. Okay, now India has blocked agarwood to go into the list, which is good for Indian growers. So if it is not in the list, trade will be on a large scale, right? Exports will be on a large scale. Why? Because anyway export is happening, illegal export is there, right? So this is used for medicinal purpose, right? Aromatic, it has a very good scent. Okay, many uses are there, agarwood, and rosewood was also in this list, but now it is not. Okay, so agarwood. Now we have to read about agarwood, its uses. So it is what? It is known as oud also. Aloes wood or gaharu is a highly valuable fragrant. Because of the fragrant nature also, it is very valuable, very costly also. Okay. Characteristic, evergreen species. So this we have to remember, that can grow up to 40 meters. Resin production is produced when trees are infected by mold Fusarium solani, which prompts trees to produce a dark aromatic resin. That is used. Geographical distribution is very, very important. Okay. South and Southeast Asia. It is native to South and Southeast Asia, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines and Thailand. Growth in India, protected areas of Northeast. Remember this point. Protected areas of Northeast, it is growth. Okay, export was banned until 2021, but re-export has been allowed. Uses aromatic medicinal property, used in making incense stick, essential oil, perfume, chips, many things are there, many products are there. Conservation status threatened because RST is under CITES, body is under CITES. Okay. Appendix 2 of CITES since 1995. So trade is allowed. Okay. Appendix 2. Environment Relief Fund. This was also in news. Environment Relief Fund. So it is a fund, right? Purpose is what? Providing the compensation, relief, right? Providing the compensation. No compensation has been paid from the Environment Relief Fund since 2019, and he informed the Rajya Sabha. So this fund was created in which year? Okay, instituted under Public Liability Insurance Act, kind of security, okay? And then following the Bhopal gas tragedy, ERF's primary purpose is to offer immediate relief to the victims of accidents involving hazardous substances. And then under PLIA, two types of compensation are there. First is relief awarded by NGT in environmental dispute and immediate relief in accidents. District collector determines the relief, okay? Immediate relief. Criteria, this is only provided when the amount awarded by the collector exceeds the coverage of the insurance policy. So this is important, explains Debatio Sinha. And then objective is what? Assist individual affected by hazardous substances. Current status, the fund has accumulated 1062 crores. So fund is not being given, compensation is not being given, but funds are there. Reforms are needed. Direct disbursement, penalty collection, efficiency improvement and revised provision. So fund managers are required to disburse all payment to central and state pollution control boards. Second thing is what? Collection. The fund will collect penalties under the PLIA along with interest or return. Approach aims to streamline process, enhance fund distribution effectiveness. And revised provision, Jan Vishwas Bill revises PLIA granting CPCB authority to demand compensation from the ERF. National Culture Fund. What is the nature? What is the purpose of the fund? Culture fund, related to culture, right? And fund, and national level character is there, right? So what is the fund? What is this fund is? Trust that facilitates a donor institution in supporting the protection, restoration, conservation of cultural heritage, focusing on cultural heritage in partnership with the government. Nodal ministry, obviously, Ministry of Culture. Establishment, it is a trust under Charitable Endowment Act. Objectives are what? Restoration, conservation, preservation, right? And manage and utilize the fund for these things: preservation, enhancement of monument, specialist training is also given, provide training and support to development of specialist and cultural administrator. Museum expansion. So museum should also be built and new ones to create or accommodate special galleries. This is the purpose. Okay, museums, we should build or create new museums. Cultural documentation, it should document cultural expression and forms. Recently one initiative was taken, Pari, do you remember Pari? Pari initiative related to, last time we covered, right? What is Pari initiative? Yes, tell me. Pari initiative. Display of public art which is taken in Delhi. Delhi, artist, culture, related to artist culture. What are the themes that will be covered? Mahatma Gandhi, right? And Indian heritage, yes or no? So this is also related to culture, right? Okay, now composition. Governing council is there, managed by governing council, minister of culture, 25 members setting policies. Executive committee is also there, and then role of NCF is what? Partnership. Corporation, NGO, they have to partner with these bodies to implement what? Heritage conservation and preservation. Heritage conservation is not a small step. We need different players. Many people we need, right? NGOs and other people. Allowing donors to specify project detail, location and implementing agencies. Project monitoring. Who is monitoring the project? Okay, now prevent delays in PPP project through regular monitoring by the project implementation committee. Donation, accept donation from these people for maintaining and preserving the monuments. Donors must comply with the terms and condition of the memorandum of understanding for each project. Okay, sloth bear was in news. Why? Context is what? So this sloth bear, one of the 8 Ursid species, big species, okay, among the most dangerous wild animals, they have evolved to be highly aggressive. They have become aggressive towards humans, means human animal conflict. So aggressive because they feel threatened by the presence of humans, right? And then due to its historical interaction with now extinct Bengal predators and current Bengal tigers. So it has a historical interaction also with predators, now extinct predators and current Bengal tiger. Because of that also sloth bear. Now sloth bear, its conservation status, these are important for UPSC, right? These are the Ursid family from around the world. Sloth bear. It is a forest dwelling bear, inhabits tropical, subtropical region of India, Sri Lanka. So this is important, India and Sri Lanka. Bengal tiger is the subspecies of Indian subcontinent. And then some tiger parks in India, up to 2% include sloth bear remains. Labiated bear because of its long lower lip. So there different names are also given because of the features. Scientific name Melurus ursinus. Nature mostly nocturnal. Okay, they do not hibernate, and world's 8 bear species are there. Brown bear, American black bear, Asiatic black bear, sun bear, spectacled bear, spectacled because of the appearance, right? And then giant panda. Food and diet omnivorous, right? So topmost predator we can say, are these the topmost predators? Food chain? Food chain, right? So omnivorous with termites and ants, the main constituents of their diet. The bears use their claws to open the insect mound and nest. They are also very fond of honey. Longevity 20 to 25 years. Now very important, this is where the question comes from. IUCN Red List, vulnerable, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, Schedule 1, and then CITES Appendix 1. So Appendix 1 is what, Krishna? Appendix 1. Is it important? CITES Appendix 1 list constitutes what? Vishnu? Everything is highly monitored, right? Because they are very threatened, not expensive. Their conservation should be given the utmost priority. They can be on the verge of extinction, right? Threat, habitat loss and degradation. And Appendix 2 is what? Appendix 2 means that they are available, but danger is also there. They can also get to the verge of being threatened. Okay, so this is the Appendix 2 nature. Okay, so there is this watch. Okay, sturgeon. Let's look at the picture first. This is the picture. Okay. Poaching and trafficking, survival of 4 critically endangered, very very important, right? Sturgeon species. Simple question that can come is it endangered, threatened or critically endangered status, right, of conservation in one of their last strongholds in the lower Danube region, river of southeastern Europe. So sturgeon represent a natural heritage. So this is their original home, right? Natural heritage of Danube river basin. Key indicator species, very very important. One question that can come is it a key indicator species? Key indicator species for high ecological quality of river. What is key indicator species? Sorry. Key indicator species. What is the meaning of key indicator species? It is telling that this is this kind of species, key indicator. So, what is the meaning? Very good, excellent. So, it indicates what? The health of a ecosystem, right? It indicates, it gives a signal of the health of the ecosystem, whether it is good. So, its survival means the health is good. The quality of river is good for their survival. Okay, and if it is not, its number is not there, large number is not found, means that quality is diminishing, decreasing, right? It is not a healthy river. Okay, quality is decreasing. These species are among the most threatened fish globally. That is second reason it is why it is important is this, because one of the most, among the most threatened fish globally. Okay. Habitat, 27 species and pedal fishes distributed northern hemisphere. Okay. Okay. Threats are what? Okay. Blocked migration routes because of dams, so human disturbance is there, right? So, because of development, dams, loss of degradation of habitat and pollution, these are the threats to the population of these species. IUCN red list, very very important. This question can come, right? These species will be given and their status will be given. So, first is stellate and then Russian. They both are critically endangered, right? And then next is the sterlet was recently raised to a higher threat category and been listed as endangered. Okay. CITES appendix 2. So, CITES status is different. Okay. Now, this river is very important because it is in news, second longest in Europe after Volga, right. Origin rises in Black Forest of Germany, flows for some 1770 miles, not important, and then passes through 10 countries, second longest river in where? Europe, right. And then 10 countries, Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova and then Ukraine. This country was also in news. Why? Moldova? Yes, this country was in news. Tell me, what was the reason? Very good, Krishna. Using Google. Oh, digital notes. Oh my God. Okay. Right of persons with disabilities. Why this is in news? Can anybody tell me? Disability. News. Recent news. Yes. Hello online students. How are you all? Who all are present and watching? Type yes. Why this disability? was in news. Again and again it is coming. Tell me online students. Type yes if you are active. Type no if you are sleeping. Yes. Come on students, tell me. Disability was in news related to UPSC. Given enough hints now. People are misusing the right of disability, right? Certificate, false certificate are being provided, right? So many officers are under watch, right? Union government released a draft amendment. So amendments are made to the rules of Rights of Persons with Disability Act, aiming to tighten the requirement for obtaining a disability certificate, right? Because we have seen corruption, right? Misuse. Right of person, what was the act, right? So act implemented the United Nations Convention on Right of Person with Disability. Very important. C, ratification process. Ratified and then implemented this act. So this involves ratification process, right? So ratified 2007, adopted in 2006, United Nations Convention on Rights of Persons with Disability, replacing the previous legislation. The 2016 Act superseded the 1995 Act, right? And changes were introduced. Okay. So the Act mandated the central government to establish guidelines and standards for public building to ensure accessibility for persons with disability. Reservation for persons with disability, not less than 5% in government aided educational institution, not less than 4% in jobs, government jobs, and reservation exemptions for certain police forces. Free education provision is there between age 6 to 18 years for free education. Recognition of disability. 21 types of disabilities are recognized. Very important. This number is important. Okay. 21 types including intellectual disability, acid attack victims, draft of amendment. Okay. Now the drafts. Published by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Amended rules will require people with a disability to mandatorily submit proof of identity, photo not older than 6 months, and Aadhaar card. So this point is important. Okay. Mandatorily they have to provide proof of identity, photo which should not be older than 6 months, and then Aadhaar. Medical authority proposed that only medical authority be considered competent to receive and process application, further suggesting the time taken be increased to 1 to 3 months. Standardize the requirement to apply for a disability certificate and UDID card. Subsequent amendment, the government has proposed that application can only be revised by medical authority or any other authority which has been notified for doing this work, as opposed to a medical authority or other notified competent authority. So there is this change, any other competent medical authority. What is the change? Tell me. What is the difference? Cite the difference. Earlier, this used to be the condition. Now it has been revised. So what is the difference that you find? Tell me. Hi Naina, how are you? Afnida, hello. Ananya Lakshmi, where were you guys? Yes. Array, it's not that rocket science. Come on. One word is there which has been added. Medical. Notified medical. Earlier it used to be any notified authority where there was this loophole, right? So it was not mandatory that it should only be a medical. Now it is mandatory that only medical authority will be there, other notified medical authority. So this can be asked, okay? This is very important. Achna Kamar Tiger Reserve. This was in news. Why? So, All India Tiger Estimation 2022 census reveals a rise, very good news, rise in tiger population at this tiger reserve, Chhattisgarh. So, important information is what? Achna Kamar is in Chhattisgarh and tiger population has increased with numbers doubling from 5 to 10. Okay. Location, Bilaspur district, establishment 2009. And this sanctuary was established in 1975, given the tiger reserve status in 2009. Area, not important. It is a biosphere reserve. So, part of huge Achna Kamar and Amarkantak Biosphere Reserve. Tiger corridor. Elephant corridors are also there, right? So, elephant corridor, tiger corridor. What is the purpose of elephant corridor and tiger corridor? Yes, very good. SL Media, medical. Yes, elephant corridor, tiger corridor. What is the purpose? Is everything clear, students? Type yes. Corridors are special passages made for them, right? Unhindered passage, right? Safe corridor, right? Safe way provided to them, okay? It is a corridor connecting to Kanha and Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, and critical role it plays in the dispersal of tigers among these reserves. Very, very important. River is Maniyari River, because rivers are asked, okay? It flows through this reserve. Tribe Baigas, a forest dwelling tribal community. Very, very important PVTG. It is particularly vulnerable tribal group, which is a part of scheduled tribe. Okay. So, this is very important. So, 3-4 statement related to Achna Kamar can be asked, right? Whether Baigas are the tribe that inhabit the area, right? Where is the tiger reserve and which river flows through it, because tiger population has increased. So, understand the importance. Okay. Vegetation, tropical moist deciduous vegetation. Flora and fauna. So, tiger, bison, flying squirrel. It was also in news. Why? Flying squirrel was in news recently. Why this name has been given, flying squirrel? Does it fly? Ah, very good. You know about it. Oh, that's great. Okay. So, this was in news. Okay. Fine. Why this was in news? Because it is also important and it is related to Western Ghats. How many areas are in Western Ghats? How many states cover the Western Ghats? 6. Name the states. Very good. Please clap for her. Very good. Okay. Pronounce this. Huh? Vatte? Vatte. Okay. My pronunciation may differ, so please bear with me, okay. So, this is a new script that has been found, okay. Context is what? So, archaeologists have uncovered a script and 8 Tamil inscriptions at the century-old Thalikeshwarar temple in Tirupur district, Tamil Nadu. It is very, very important, this script, okay, because many Malayalam words or Tamil words are also taken from this script. You know that? Okay. So, this script, about this script now. So, it first appeared in stone inscription in southern India, 4th century AD, probably developed from the Tamil Brahmi script, and then a variant of Brahmi script to write Old Tamil. Meaning of the name is what? It is thought to mean either a rounded script, northern script, or chiseled This is the picture of the script. What is the difference between a script and a language?
Script and language. Script is the representation of a language. Way of representing a language.
Script is representation of language. Yes, Avishma? Don't know? Find the answer. Okay, script and language difference. This question can also come related to history, prelims, right? Evolution into modern script. The modern Tamil alphabet developed from the Pallava script. So, script is a written form. Script is what? It is a written form. Language, spoken. Language is spoken, right? So, we speak, and script we write. But there are other differences also which you have to find. Created in 4th century, continued use in Kerala. So, it is continued. It was used until the 15th century, evolving into the Malayalam script with some letters borrowed from Grantha script. Okay, development of Koleluttu script, right? And then inscriptions in Sri Lanka. We also find in Sri Lanka. Notable features are what? Type of writing system. So, Abugida syllabic alphabet, writing direction left to right in horizontal lines, and Tamil and Malayalam. They used to write this script for Tamil and Malayalam. Eco-sensitive zones. They are in news, right? Why? Yes. So, the area should be prohibited, right? The area should not be given access. These areas should not be given access for development or any project, right? Much of the northern Kerala, including Mepadi Panchayat in Wayanad district, is prone to landslides, which leads to its designation as an eco-sensitive area by 2 expert committee. So, what are the important things that we have to cover? What are eco-sensitive zones? What are the committees? What were their recommendation? These are the important part, right? So, about eco-sensitive zone, the Indian government designates these ESZs around protected area, national park and wildlife sanctuaries. So, these are ESZs. Ministry is what? Environment, Forest and Climate Change. This declaration falls under Environment Protection Act 1986. Okay, area 10 kilometer rule is applied as a general guideline, and then extended ESZ notification can also designate areas beyond 10 kilometer. So, generally ESZs comprise of 10 kilometer area, but beyond 10 kilometer is called extended ESZ areas, right? If they are sensitive corridors, then that permission can also be given to include those into ESZs. Okay. Prohibited activities are what? Mining, sawmills, establishment of major project, commercial use of wood and tourism. These are prohibited. 2 committees, Kasturi Rangan and Gadgil report on Western Ghat. So, ecological sensitive area. Gadgil committee recommendation first we will see. So, eco-sensitive areas are it recommended declaring the entire Western Ghats as ecological sensitive area with restricted development in graded zones. Coverage. Classified the Western Ghats across 6 states, 44 district, 142 talikas. What are the Kasturi Rangan committee recommendation? So, it aimed to balance development with environmental protection, suggested that only 37%. So, it has told that 6 states, right? These should be classified as what? They classified the Western Ghat in 6 states, and it is saying what? ESA. Suggested only 37% of Western Ghat be designated as ESA and impose a complete ban on mining, quarrying and sand mining. So, these are the recommendation. Western Ghats states names are given, extends over a distance of 1500 kilometer. Where is the map? Okay, this is the map, right? And then see the area. So, highest area in Karnataka state, then Maharashtra, then Kerala. Okay. Okay. The class is over now. Any doubt, any confusion? How was the class? Good? Online students, how was the class? Are you all sleeping? I'll see you in next week, okay? Till then, read newspaper. All the important news, all the important topics related to UPSC, you should read newspaper every day. So kindly use the newspaper. Kindly read the newspaper, okay? I'll see you next week. Thank you, and like, share and subscribe and share this video. Thank you. Bye, Arya.